with a discussion about the general speaking, what your understanding of Huang Jing, or which area are more interesting for you, or something, even any area of interesting or questions about Huang Jing. This is the first question about this area. Any points on this first question? Huang Jing in general. What's your understanding about Huang Jing? From your preview study of Huang Jing, or from your this couple of months, you view the online material about Huang Jing.
I think every one of us will give you his experience, his or her experience.
Yes.
So, even if it's not been mentioned in any textbook, sometimes the condition of the patient will direct you, for example, to needle the brain, the head or the brain, or even to needle a local area where it is not mentioned in any textbook. But the need of the patient or the outcome of the patient treatment will lead you to that.
Okay. Yeah, most books are Huang Jing in general. What's your question? What's your understanding about Huang Jing in general? Such as, what's your questions so far on Huang Jing?
We don't know anything about it.
No, not about the brain. Just Huang Jing as a textbook. In general speaking, do you think it is important in our TCM acupuncture treatment, or do you think some areas are still vague or question, something like that?
For my current view,
yes.
I think Huang Jing should be TCM Bible to read every day.
Okay, every day. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Because they like a Christian Bible.
Yes.
They just tell you what they existing there. They see in nature.
Mm.
Then you read, then you follow.
Yes.
Then you find, then you discover.
Mm.
That's what I'm feeling.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
You agree with the Huang Jing? It's the Bible of TCM.
Yes.
You should read it every day. Any question from you about Huang Jing?
Not questions, but I still reading. I'm going.
Okay. Good. No problem.
So Huang Jing is the first book,
Yes.
the issued book for TCM.
Yes.
So it includes two parts.
Yes.
素问 Ling Shu, two parts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the base of
Yes.
Chinese medicine.
Basic. Yes.
So we have to learn every day. Yeah, like the Bible of TCM. Yeah.
Anyone else? Any question or any?
I've never read the Huang Jing. What I
So far
understand.
you haven't read it.
I haven't read. I think it's a very important work, classic work in our history of the Chinese medicine.
Mm.
It's very important, but I never read it.
Well, you know it is important.
I've got two books, but I never had time.
Okay, thanks for your honesty.
So that's why I'm here.
You're here.
I'm very enthusiastic.
Have you read the online materials of Huang Jing?
No,
This
sorry.
module? So, no, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, but there's a difference because there's a group who started now in March, and there's a group who started in September. So there
I
are,
see. Sorry. Some of
That's
you.
why I said to you, we don't know anything.
I see. Some of you are registered in September.
Yes.
Just recently registered. I see.
So
Sorry for the question. Okay. How many of you registered in September? From September, from the first group. Okay. From September, from earlier. You know. Okay. So, from you have already registered.
Yes, I read it, but it was more. In my education, in my first education,
Yes.
it wasn't. I didn't read
Yes.
the Huang Jing.
Mm.
But now I read it, and I experienced that a lot of things I experienced myself were explained, and it was all as the key word. It felt together.
Yes.
I understand my experience myself and what was I reading in the book. So I found it very interesting and very
interesting.
nice. Yes.
So okay.
But I don't have questions because it's understandable. So
Oh, it's understandable.
yes.
So for you, it's not a question. I love that.
No, it's not.
Oh, great! You got
It's
a
more
great
that I
reading.
like to read it, and
Oh, that's great. That's great.
yes.
Okay. So, Cassie, so what's your understanding?
So, depending on the school that you go to in the U.S.,
Yes,
you may
sure.
get more of
More or
an
less.
understanding. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. And so, I think it is a very critical
Yes, very critical.
book to
Yes.
understanding
Sure.
Chinese medicine. As
Sure.
a non-native Chinese speaker,
Yes.
I think that the books that I have read
Yes.
all have interpretations by
Yes,
various scholars.
Sure.
And they have different interpretations.
Yeah, sure,
So,
sure.
like the Bible,
Yes.
the Bible can be contradictory.
Yes, content. Different translator or
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, based
Yeah.
on translation and based on the
Yeah,
interpretation.
sure.
Yeah, I like to read Bible in English.
Yeah.
I like to read the 20 pages in Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
So
That's good.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's very important.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with some general about Huang Jing. Of course, I think most of you have already read something about Huang Jing, and I think most of Chinese people, we accept that Huang Jing is the Bible of TCM. Start from 2,000 years ago. Still, the major structure of TCM is still the same. The basic theory, such as yin and yang, 5 elements, 脏腑 organs, qi, blood, body liquid, 3 treasures, channels, they're all there. We are all still practice this basic structure. Although the acupuncture points in Huang Jing, there are about 160 something, about 64, 65 some point record in Huang Jing. Then there are some developing from the future, but the basic channels, the theory, the distribution, they are still there, still same. They are developing on the theories, but the structure is still same. So that's the reason why so far we still accept Huang Jing is our basic textbook. Of course, they are during its process of 2,000 years, even in China, different you can not integrate different master lecturers, doctors. They have their own understanding. They have different books to explanation about Huang Jing. Even in Chinese, some sentence, different person has supposedly slightly different translation, different understanding. You can imagine when it is introduced to the Western people, they translate from original Chinese book based on their own English language, clinical experiences, their education background, etc., etc. All of them could be impact of their translation of Huang Jing. So my personal answer, I've read several different copies of Huang Jing, particularly doing my research on the brain theory. My personal understanding, the best one, translate of Huang Jing or Chinese textbooks, they can digest it and explain it about 90%, which means 90% of translation with we say the real Huang Jing is already the best one, which means on the other hand about 10% different understanding or even mistake. Depends on the translator, the author, his or her own experiences. That's the first question. Secondly, Huang Jing during this 2,000 years history, some areas are well developed, but unfortunately, some areas are not good developed. There are many reasons, many reasons. Possibly some of you has already aware that Huang Jing is a book written not by only one person. First of all, it's not written by Huang Di. Huang Di just a head, like a PhD head or something. It's a head for the book. They use the name of Huang Di. The Huang Di mostly like a collection, article collection from different practitioners or lectures. So you can see they used the book as a Q&A, like a Q&A. Huang asked Qi Bo answered. Huang asked Xiaobai asked. Mostly something like a Q&A. Most like a collection from home medicine aspect, from acupuncture aspect. As you mentioned before, Huang in general speaking, separated by two major parts, Su Wen and Ling Shu. All of them covered home medicine and acupuncture.
And what's the difference between those two parts?
Okay, that's my next slide. The majority of Su Wen are mostly on TCM basic foundation theory and herbs. The majority of Ling Shu are mostly on clinical practice, particularly for acupuncture. This is the major difference, but of course they are mixed. They are not completely different. So this is the general why I mentioned as a general speaking. Some areas, as I said, some areas are not good to be explained or developed in the future histories. One of them, of course, I'm just myself, I'm a practitioner, I'm a lecturer. I can't cover everything. My limited of knowledge, my limited of time. So I only choose one subject based on my PhD research. So I choose the subject as Huang Jing and Brain. After the previous years, in totally now, by the year I published my paper, after 10 years study, from the 2005, I started my PhD research until I published my paper. It cost my 10 years to summary my understanding. But of this summary is, of course, not only myself. Based on the preview explanation on Huang Jing, preview the studies on the brain theory and the new development area in China. So I put them together, I translated them, I published in English. This is my job.
What was the outcome of the experts in the field? Whether they criticized you or they commented on your paper, what was the outcome?
Okay, I will mention later. Yeah. Okay, then in today's lecture also I will mention some area related for the brain about Shen, Hun, and Po. That's also related for brain, but I will highlight the understanding related. So this area. Okay. First question.
Dr. Wang.
Yes.
So you mentioned the Shen, Hun, Po.
Yes.
And also the emotional levels, the Yi, Po, Zhi.
Yes, thank you. I will mention later in my slides.
Can you explain
Yes.
the difference between
These three are the main contents today.
Can you translate the Shen, Hun, Po?
Okay, later. Here is just the contents. Or learning outcomes for today. First question we briefly discussed about general speaking about Huang Jing. Now we from general question getting narrow to brain, and then more narrow about one specific area, Shen, Hun, Po, in detail. So this is today's. Sometimes I draw a triangle. General speaking of Huang Jing about it we discussed already here. Then focus on the brain. Brain area and one special area about the Shen, Hun, Po, etc. So this is today's structure of today's lecture. So we will go through each of them. First question. TCM has no brain? Yesterday we mentioned a little bit, for the major TCM theory structure. Zang organ, 5 Zang, 6 Fu, and 6 extraordinary Zang organs. Compared to the Fu and the extraordinary organs, Zang is mostly commonly used every day. We pass on differentiation, liver, heart, spleen, lung, kidney. Very often we use. They are more important. Then sometimes we use some of the Fu organs, gallbladder, small intestine, stomach, large intestine, and bladder. Sometimes, but compared to the Zang, it's very less. But for extraordinary organs, very little practice. In many books, even never mentioned about this. This is a question. So, in some occasions, brain TCM is not one of the main organ or major organs. It's not one of them. Very, very little mentioned. In some textbooks, in China, in Western, even they never touched about this area. And there is a joke. TCM and its practitioners are not wise. even obtuse or vegetative.